Welcome to Hinamatsuri, episode 6. Last time we had Hina and Hitomi helping Anzu get some money by collecting electronics, and we had Hitomi's classmates thinking that she was banging her teacher. Then they found out what she's really doing, and that was pretty interesting. So we're going to get into episode 6 now. Hina really felt like a side character last time. She was mostly just kind of in the background and no psychic powers whatsoever, and the show just continued to take paths that I didn't expect it to take. So this time we could get anything, any kind of focus. I have no idea, other than what the title says, which has me intrigued. So yeah, we're going to watch it, then we'll have a discussion. The time code is in the description if you want to skip to that. Also in the description is the Patreon if you want to be able to see the next episode right now, because they come out a week early over there. So yeah, but for now, let's go ahead and watch episode 6. So 3, 2, 1, play. Nitta has come home. What's Hina? She's on the phone with somebody. His mom. Oh shit. Yeah, she's probably like, who is this child that's on the phone living with him? He just pushed her by the head. They're going to think what was happening with the teacher and Hitomi, his parents are going to think is happening with him. Did she just speak Spanish? Was that a weird translation thing? Or what? Did she say porque? What the hell? Anyway, yeah, the episode is called Nitta-san Has a Dandy Dad. Which I'm curious to meet his dad. If he's dandy, what the hell's he going to be like? But beyond just what his parents may be like, don't know if we'll meet his mom too. The fact that we get to meet one of them at all is interesting. Didn't expect that. Like last time we got focus on the other school kids, and now we get a new character in the form of his dad, maybe his mom. Didn't expect it. Don't know what the hell they'll think of the situation, how he'll explain it. But also, in a previous episode, I was trying to think of who was talking about dark children's media, and how you can have, like, whatever dark shit happen to the characters as long as they have a happy ending. I was like, who the fuck said that? And it was driving me crazy for weeks. Somebody finally told me in the comments. It was Don Bluth. Thank you to the person who commented that. You saved my life. It was Don Bluth. He said that. Secret of Nim, Land Before Time, tons of shit. Littlefoot's mom can die, as long as it turns out alright in the end. Spoilers for The Land Before Time, a 9,000-year-old movie, which had 27 sequels. So anyway, the Nitta residence. Oh, his dad is dead. But the title of the episode says that he has a dandy dad, not that he had one. You've thrown me a curveball already, episode. Okay, his mom, and he has a little sister. So who has he told Adachi Hina not going with relation? Because obviously they can't lie about that. Prison, huh? I guess they know about him being in the Yakuza, right? I guess they just think it's like a connection? A work connection? Just looking for him for what to say. She just repeats the whole thing. A broken robot? Well, I'm kinda. Yeah. Mom, sis, I had a child 12 years ago. Just didn't get around to telling you. Play your game. Yeah, just like go all out on the sympathy card. Yeah, see? Just make it as tragic as possible so that they don't think about it. They just feel sad and they accept it. They feel so bad for her that they just go with it. It's a good strategy, actually. Chili shrimp. The bullets are flying. This is a good story. It tugs at the heartstrings, man. It really gets to you. Yeah. Wow. What a tale. That was pretty good. So what about his dad, though? He is a dandy dad. Mom and sister seem pretty normal. What? His cooking, okay. You come to my house and you cook. Do they like his cooking? Sister's maybe a bit of a drinker. Maybe it was just for today. Yeah, he'll do it. I guess he's the cook. Yeah, she does. She sleeps all day. Lunchtime is fun. She sleeps all day. That's it. No, she's not doing her homework. How much of it do you have in there? Really? She wouldn't know how to do it. She just doesn't know anything from school. She didn't know to put her name. She's gonna write Nitta. Yep. Distract them with the food. Good cover. It's fine. She doesn't know what to say. She's just gonna repeat it again. I'm Adachi Hina. I'm 13. Yeah. I'm predicting these jokes, but they're still good. Yeah, she's having fun. She's psychic. It's fine. Okay. Yep, let's get into that. I also have a friend. She's a bartender. This man is talented. He can spin a yarn. Yeah, it is. It'll all probably collapse. Maybe not, though. What the hell's happening? Oh, we get some sparklers. He's just... Whoa. Rude. Why bother the ants? Yeah. What? Oh. Okay. Just teaching her some life lessons. Hey, every living creature is precious. Also, survival of the fucking fittest. If they're pussies, they die. Fucking ants. So yeah, they know what he does for a living. Oh God, don't say that. Boy. You went too far. Come on. You're pretty good at this. No. Where, what it, correct. The music is getting intense. Chili shrimp. I'm Adachi Hina. I'm 13. Yes. Yeah, she's trying. She's coming up with something. Proud father. It's when the shrimp is cold. She's really put it on the spot here. Relatable. Trying to come up with a decent lie, and you're fucking floundering. Ah! Yeah, I was just about to say, you could say that you only found out recently. Okay, it didn't really collapse. We're settling into a serious discussion about it here. So now they think she's his daughter. She takes after her mother. But now they think you kicked your daughter out of your apartment. I guess they just forgot about that part. You're a grandma! Congrats! I don't think so. Don't. You stop. Don't drink too much and say something you don't... It's fine the way it is. Well, alright. Is he not dead? Okay, no, it's her. I was like, why is the episode called that? Just, you're spilling. What would she say? Okay. He said it at the same time. Okay. That's it. I don't have anything to say. Okay. Anyway, back to the homeless story. The main plot of the show. Protect the homeless land. Oh shit, removal of illegal tents. We gotta get Anzu out of this situation soon. And he knows it. And he's probably known this was coming. It's one of the reasons why he's probably been kind of... why he's clearly been thinking about trying to get Anzu out of here. So it has seemed anyway. Yeah, this is her home. Okay, see, they've been working on stuff for her. That's what I thought. Working with Utako to get her a place. Maybe get her some work. Yeah. What a great bunch of homeless gentlemen. But how is she going to take to that? Protest. Chain yourself to some trees. Doesn't help your tents. Chain your tents to trees. I'm afraid it's not going to happen. You could. You could destroy them. I didn't even think about that because I honestly kind of forgot there were psychic powers in this show. But yeah, she could, but she won't. You gotta move on to something else. It's great how attached she's gotten, but just gotta explain things to her. Whoa. Gotta hammer home the message. Yeah. Had to make it clear. I mean, I think that's something that most would regret. I wasn't sure if he was yelling that just as a way to get her to understand and get her to go, but he like legitimately let it get to him. Aw. This guy has the same hair as Hina. Alright, bye guys. We'll see, I'm sure we'll see them. I'm sure she will too. That's actually pretty sad. Well. Alright. As I've been waiting for Anzu to finally get this job that's been shown in the OP. She's gonna live there. She's not moving on that easily. Yeah, you gotta re-evaluate your view of money. Things are a little different now that you have a place to live. Like a real place. Wish they could try it too. Yeah, she's like, they don't get to have this. They had to just go off and keep being homeless, and I get brought in here. Man. Would never, from the beginning of this show, I would have never expected this plot and this emotional little arc. Things will work out, it'll just take some adjusting. It's your room. Yeah. What are you gonna do with yourself? Help out in the restaurant, presumably. Wow, like the transition from homelessness to having a home being so sad is interesting. Yep, you can still work. Damn, a very practical view at a very young age. Of course, they don't, they're like, you don't have to work. You're a kid, it's fine. But she wants to do it. If it's going to make her happy and, help her transition here, then yeah, let her do it. Otherwise, she'll have all this free time where she doesn't know what to do with herself other than be sad. Is she going to start going to school? Mm-hmm. You remember all the things that they taught you. That they enjoyed having you there too. Mm-hmm. These guys are super nice. What a great couple to have brought her in. No Anzu. She doesn't need it anymore. And I'm sure she'll find ways to help them. I've been saying that for a while. She'll try. Oh man, this is like fucking legit here. They're going full emotional with this. Wow. It's like a One Piece cry face. Wow, okay. Then the ED is just like this. And it's them. Holy shit. Wow. This show can be pretty surprising with what it delivers. So it looks like that is it. And now we'll talk about it. Alright, episode 6 of Hinamatsuri. Continuing to subvert my expectations. This time, just with its titles alone. I don't know if it was a translation thing, but Crunchyroll assures me that the title of the episode was Nitta-san has a dandy dad. So I was like, oh, we're gonna meet his father. Maybe we'll meet his mother too. We do meet his mother and his sister, but his dad is dead. So I'm like, why is the episode called that? Whatever. So yeah, we don't see the dad. But it was surprising that we would be introduced to his family. I didn't see that coming, because we got all these characters we focus on already, and, there's the psychic powers, which have really taken a back seat, and the girl from episode 1 who we still don't know yet. We got the kids from school involved in the last episode. I didn't expect Nitta's family to be involved. I never really know where the show is going to go or what it's going to focus on, but the first half of the episode focuses on that, visiting his mom and sister and having to explain to them who Hina is, and this was a fun segment. I enjoyed it. It was pretty funny. They seem pretty normal. They know what he does, but they are accepting of him, and they love him as family. And the sister might drink a little too much, but maybe that was just because it was a special occasion. I don't know. But, she lets it get to her a little bit, like at the end when she's like, you can't kill the ants because they're friends. They're living creatures, and they deserve respect. Also, survival of the fittest. I'm going to kill their asses. So, I don't know. But they seem good. They seem like nice people. But yeah, just having to come up with all these cover stories was actually very entertaining, as Nitta proved himself very capable of improvising and coming up with good lies on the spot, or at least ones that his family would believe, people who already love him, and maybe we'd be more willing to believe what he's saying. But just this story that she keeps repeating and keeps going back to, I'm Adachi Hina, I'm 13, so on and so forth, because she doesn't know what else to say. She just goes back to that, and her dad is in prison because they were at dinner and her mom was shot and he retaliated and killed 2 people, all the while she was eating chili shrimp, and she couldn't talk for a while and all she remembered was chili shrimp. And I'm like, yes, ham it up, just go for tragedy, make it as sad as possible, so that they'll just focus on that and feel bad for her, and you can just stop there. It was actually pretty good. And as soon as she pulls out her homework, well, first of all, huge surprise, because I'm like, she's going to attempt to do it? She acknowledges that she only sleeps in school and she just likes lunchtime, and everybody's just fine with that, and she never does her homework, but she actually has it with her and pulls it out, and like, that's insane. It's really just so they can have her revealing that her name is actually Nitta Hina, which I knew would happen, but good cover story there too. Brings up the girly club, covers his ass there too. He does a pretty good job, and the whole time you're thinking, what is Hina gonna say that's gonna blow it? But he eventually does. He's the one who eventually blows it. Probably has a little too much to drink, and she tries to cover it. She tries to cover it up, at least somewhat. He reveals the truth, which is good, because I was like, okay, this is probably going to end disastrously. And in a way it does, because it all gets revealed unintentionally. But then he recovers there too, by just telling the truth. She's not his daughter, but that's the best thing you can say, and that may as well be the truth, and that's what you should go with. So, yeah, let's just go with that. So, things spiraled out of control a bit, but he recovered, and it actually ended up just being a good, honest conversation and scene ending between the family. And it was cool seeing Hina try to cover it. She learned some lessons from the sister, and then was like, no, I can say more than just that one robotic thing that I was programmed to say, and she tried to help him out. She tried to figure out what she should say. Didn't do a very good job, but it was relatable. You're trying to come up with something on the spot, and you don't know what to say, and it's like, the chili shrimp, it's shrimp that's cold, it's chili, and doesn't know what to say, but that was good. That was a fun segment. And then the second half, we go back to what's basically the main plot of the show, the homeless community, and Anzu. And people have been saying that Anzu is like the heart of the show, and that her story is emotional and makes them cry, and I've been like, I mean, it's been alright, but I prefer Hitomi and her storyline. I think that's really funny, and I haven't cried over Anzu or anything. Well, now I see. I didn't cry, but I did get teary-eyed. There were tears welling up in my eyes, mostly at the point where the homeless guys were leaving and they were crying. I had some tears in my eyes, and if I had let them, they may have fallen. But yeah, I was like, wow, they went all out on the emotional aspect of this. They did not make it easy. They went full force with Anzu's reaction to the homeless community having to leave that park, her not wanting it to happen, and then having trouble transitioning afterward. They really went all out with the emotion, and I think it hit. It was a good story with the homeless people having to leave there, and just this real struggle that these people face, and these guys feeling like real homeless people, and Anzu not being able to accept it and wanting to protest and wanting to fight, and even saying, like, I could take those guys, which I didn't even think of because I wasn't even thinking about the fact that this show had psychic powers in it, because 2 episodes in a row, none whatsoever, but she's learned and grown enough to where she's like, no, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, the psychic powers, what are those? We're focusing on our homeless girl and Hina doing whatever she does, and a little lolly bartender. But yeah, that's interesting. The show goes in directions that I don't see coming. But yeah, and then having to deal with the fact that not only do they have to leave, but they can't even stay together. And the one guy, when he was yelling at her, I wasn't sure if they were going to go for the thing like with, Sanji leaving the Baratier, for example, where they yell and they get angry to make them want to leave or make them feel like they're not wanted because it's the only way to get it through to them. But it wasn't that. The one guy just legitimately lost his cool because this is affecting them badly too. And it really makes them feel like real people in this actual dire situation. And it sucks, but, you know, she had to understand, and she had to accept it, and now she has to learn a lot of new things. Them leaving, that was actually pretty hard-hitting, and she gets to go to this new home. I've been waiting since it's been showing in the OP that she eventually gets a job. I've been expecting her to eventually get one. With the help of Utako, she does get this new home. There's a really nice couple. They're like great people to take her in. They're super nice. And it's great seeing just what she's going through here. Like, she's eating the food and she's like, how much did this cost? Because she needs to relearn a lot of things now. She needs to know what it's like to work a job and not picking up cans and have like a normal life. And I don't know if she'll go to school now that she's living with like a real couple. I'm not sure if she'll just get to have kind of a normal life. She's lucky in a way that they are people who own a restaurant and live there so that she can work, because that's what she needs right now. So she's lucky that she can do that, because they didn't bring her in as an employee. They were going to take care of her, and she's the one who wants to work. But yeah, she's got to relearn a lot of things. Of course, the value of money, understanding like it's okay for you to eat this much food. It's not quite the same as it was out on the streets. And now she's feeling like it's not fair to the rest of her friends, the homeless guys, that they're still out there and that she's here and she gets to eat all this food. Of course, it makes her sad. And having the guy talk to her about how she's not alone, how she's taken many things from them and they've got great memories of her, and they're within each other's memories, and they'll always have that. And that was great. That was really good. And like they went all out with the emotion and having her cry, and it was like a One Piece cry at the end. We had the tears everywhere and the snot and the mouth wide. If it was One Piece, the mouth would have been bigger. But yeah, like they really went for it, and it's definitely a good thing to let her work, let her earn money, which she's used to, and she'll love earning more. That'll be great. She can buy some video games since she's wanted to play those, and she can probably try to use the money to help out her homeless friends as much as she can. I'm sure we'll continue to see them, and she will too, and she'll probably try to help out with them. You know, Utako's always doing stuff like that, protesting like, hey, let the homeless people stay there, and running like the food soup line, whatever, soup kitchen thing. I'm sure she'll probably get involved in that kind of stuff. And just so she's not bored, so she has something to do since she's used to going out and collecting cans and trying to earn money, give her some stuff to do, keep her mind off of these things and make the transition easier, let her continue to work, because been instilled to her at a very young age that she's got to work to live and work to make money and everything. So it's good that they'll let her do it. That'll be good for her. But what else will happen with her? Like, will she go to school or anything? I don't really know, but she's going to be working at the restaurant. I'm glad that's finally happened, because I've been expecting it for a while, but they really delivered with that arc of her being homeless and then eventually getting out of it, because this whole time I could tell that the homeless people, especially Yasan, like, knew that they wanted to get Anzu out of this life, and he probably knew that this was coming, and that's one reason why. Having her transition out of that life to here has been like a huge part of the show, and with the emotional climax of that arc, they did a really good job. So yeah, like I'm sure we'll see them again, focus on that more. I think the actual like homeless focus of the show is gonna be gone now since she's not homeless anymore, but that's still a big aspect of it, which still it's a huge surprise. But I can't wait to see where she goes now. She's in a totally different place in life. No Hitomi in this episode. And whatever happens with Hina could be anything. But yeah, they did a really good job hitting, like I said, the emotional climax of that arc. So we'll see where it goes from here. Let me know what you thought of the episode, and we can talk about it more in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And share the video if you can with other people. And check out the Patreon, because you can get the next episode right now, because they go up a week early over there. So thank you for the support. It means a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one.